Hello all, so welcome to the part 4 of the Weekend of Challenge 22. Welcome to CodeChef. So in this, it is basically a form validation challenge. So in this, basically the CodeChef, the chef had given a sign up form. So many people have entered incorrect information like incorrect emails with missing @ symbol and passwords that were too short and phone numbers containing random characters, etc. So several things like this, several mistakes. So what we have to make is a client-side validation system that ensures all the input, whatever the user gives, that matches the requirements. So for example, email should be in this specific format and the character name should be between in either alphabets. Name should be only alphabet, my bad. And what else is there? Password should be minimum 8 characters, something like that. These are many multiple things, so you have to verify that all these things are covered. Alright, so let's jump into the code. Again, this is basic information which is not very relevant to us in this particular program. So this is the hero section of whatever is being showed, followed by the form section. Okay, so this is of our importance. So here we have a heading called join the multiverse, and then we have the form. So the form ID is sign up form, and there is no validate. Now you can see that in the div class there we have a form group class name, and for the name, label for the name is full name, and placeholder is entire name, and we have an error message as well. For each class we have one error message. Similarly, we have for email address and a placeholder, password and a placeholder. Then we have a submit button that says join now. Then we have connected this into script. So all others have not all other things are not of very use for us in this particular program. Now you can see we have multiple constants declared here. One is form, that is basically to get all the elements by ID named sign up form, then name input, email input, and password input. So all these three inputs which your user have entered, we are taking that through get element by ID with name, email, and password. After that, we have the event listener. So when you click on submit, so this is basically clicking, that is on submit. It says prevent default. Now we have to validate the field saying name input should have at least 3 characters, and it can contain only A to Z, that is alphabets, and followed by a space. A space can also be is also a valid character. Now comes email input. So this is the basic syntax of an email, what it should look like. So it says enter a valid. This is basically the error message. Whatever it says, this is the format and this is the error message. So the error message for name must have at least 3 characters. For email address is enter a valid email address, and for password it says password must be at least 8 characters. So password can contain anything, but it should be 8 characters. Now after that we have a function called validate field. So in this we have 3 inputs. One is input, regex, and then error message. So first we have whatever the user is giving us input, we have to trim that. We have to remove all the white spaces in that. Okay, so after this we have to check for the parent element that is in the constant form group, and then we have error display in the query selector, which is error message. We have to select from here whatever the error message is mentioned. Now see, the regex.text gives value as either true or false. True is basically if it is correct, and it gives false when it validation is failing. Now you can see we are checking for each and every validation. Now it says if the regex is failing, if it is not true, then we add the error message and we remove the success message if there is any, and then we display the error message. Or else if it turns out to be true, if it turns out to be valid, all 3 inputs are valid, then we remove all the error messages, we add success messages, because if there was any other error message previously, we remove that and then we add success message, and then the error is basically none. Let me run the program and show it to you now. I'll show 2 examples. One is all proper information, one more is one misinformation. Now name I'll enter as Akshay S. Gautam, and password again I have entered here. Now email I have entered. Now password I have to enter something. When I click on join now, it is all 3 are correct, so it says green. Now if I enter password to be only ABC, it says password must be at least 8 characters. So if I remove the .gmail from email, enter valid email address. If I make the name only 2 letters, it says at least 3 letters now. So the program is running perfectly fine. So I've submitted the program now. All the test cases I've passed, and that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys.